Democracy is alive.
Absolutely, Rahul, and I think we welcome this decision by the BJP, and we say that this is the power of 238 MPs in the India Alliance. This is what happens when the opposition makes demands that the government must listen to, and we welcome this.
So is democracy under threat now?
And governance is about dialogue, and I think democracy is not under threat right now because the government is listening. And I think this is a move that needs to be celebrated, Rahul. And I'll tell you,
is Modi a dictator?
Very simple reason.
Is Modi a dictator?
Consistently upheld.
Is Modi now a dictator?
Upheld.
No, please tell me, is Modi a dictator?
You've never said Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a dictator.
Oh, really? You didn't say that?
Never said Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a dictator. And we have
hundreds
not
of
said
times.
Once again that he is our political enemy.
The word you use is a Hindi word.
No, Rahul. No.
आप नहीं इस्तेमाल करते. There is a Hindi word.
You can point those fingers at other parties. पर आप दूसरे पार्टियों को आप ये बोल सकते हैं, पर हमें नहीं बोल सकते. And let me put one very simple point.
नहीं, हम आपकी बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. I'm talking about the ecosystem, the Congress India ecosystem. You have used a word, a Hindi word which escapes me. The literal translation is dictator. What is that word? My Hindi is not the best.
At this point,
come on, help me out, Mr. Gawande, help me out.
I don't want to raise doubts on our Prime Minister. But Rahul, this is not about the words used against the Prime Minister, but about a very important decision taken in the benefit of this country.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why, right? For many months now, we've seen debates across the country about which communities should get reservation, how much reservation. In a state like Maharashtra, you've seen flip-flops from all sides, including from my own party, on how to grant Maratha reservation, how to grant Lingayat reservation, how to grant NT-DNT reservation. Yes. The only solution, as the NCP-SP has been vociferously saying for the past several years now, is a comprehensive bill on reservations that can only be brought about.
Mr. Gawande, do you think in a progressive 21st century India, I'm asking you, forget the politics, let's talk policy, okay? Do you think in a progressive 21st century India, where people like you, millennials, are growing up on the principle that merit should define everything, not nepotism, not identity, we should be falling back constantly on identity, and you now want to abolish 50%, you want to go up to 80, 90%, so everything is going to be reserved. Where is the incentive for young Indians to work? If everything is going to be given to them through a quota.
Political consensus.
No, come on. Don't talk about consensus. Talk about policy now. You want to talk policy? Let's talk policy.
No, should we have caste-based? Should we have caste-based reservations?
Why should we? Why should we? Should we not have opportunity-based?
No, should we or should
we not have economic criteria? We should have economic criteria.
I think we should have caste-based reservations.
Why should we have caste-based?
I think we should have caste-based reservations, and we should also have economic criteria.
No, but why should we have caste-based? Why should we have caste-based reservations?
Because there's been a long-standing
78 years, sir, we have been independent. 78 years.
In our constitution.
Dr. Ranganathan, do we need caste-based caste-based reservations for the next 100 years? Because this is where we are going. And the opposition is pushing this point. I want you to tell me, you are a person who's a self-made man.
So is the government.
Your parents were self-made people.
Please ask the government whether they want...
You studied hard, you got into college,
Does the BJP
you're sitting
here,
you're sitting here, an educated man. I don't know how you have been stymied. You didn't come from the greatest, richest family. Your father was not a Gandhi. I'm asking you.
Rahul, couple of points. What hurts is that the politicians are scared to even listen to the person whom they worship, and this is my problem. When you start worshipping people, you stop following them. Dr. Ambedkar himself was at pains to say that reservation should be targeted and time-bound. But today, no politician has the guts to follow him. But forget about politicians, they're born hypocrites. I want to talk directly to the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice of India. If you are morally obliged to give reservations in this country, and you are, why aren't there reservations in the Supreme Court? Answer, if you have the guts.
And your viewers, this will only come about now once the results are out, and I'm going to bring in Zafar Islam. Once the results are out, viewers, there will be a clamor to increase the threshold, the cap. And Parliament will pass a bill with 2/3 majority to change the constitution.
Bring in Dr. Alok again, and as I bring in live visuals from the Congress headquarters, Rahul Gandhi is there. There would be a certain amount of chair within the Congress, though apprehension because they were not expecting this announcement to be made, but trust Rahul Gandhi to come and say, we made this happen. But having said that, Dr. Raji Alok, the fact is the government was never really keen on holding the caste census. And I'll hark you back on various points from 2014. You've had the Prime Minister who's always maintained that it should be, merit, where we've spoken about the EWS quota, and, that should be the merit of a caste census in this country. So clearly there has been political pressure. You've seen it happen over the course 23, 2024, UP elections. All of that did lead up to this moment. And Bihar, is coming.
Preeti, as I said in my opening statement, that this caste census was conceived way back in 2017. And it was firmly decided that this is going to happen in 23 when Rohini Commission report was accepted. There was no political pressure. Do you think Prime Minister Modi will tolerate any kind of pressure? His last 11 years of functioning, have you seen him taking any kind of pressure? And today I think the Congress party has got derailed. We are talking of caste census. She is going to Kashmir, she is going to Bihar, she is doing everything. I think they are in a great depression. Like seeing what is going to happen to their favorite friend, Pakistan and others, Congress party seems to be in depression. All the kinds of language here and there and there and that. Simple logic. It's a simple phenomena. What was Rohini Commission? This is for you viewers to understand. Please go and check Rohini Commission recommendation, which is accepted by the government. It clearly says we have to have caste census. Without that, recommendation cannot be done, and it was accepted by the government way back in 23. Where's the question of pressure? The point was when it should happen. So now it has happened. We are going to conduct, and who stopped Congress being in 60 years in power? Who stopped Congress? She was telling about Telangana. What happens to Karnataka, madam? Why you are not releasing the data of Karnataka? Why does your chief minister says, no, if it is going to happen, then we'll have bloodshed? There is a tussle of war between your CM and deputy CM over the caste census report in Karnataka. You never released it. The similar thing happened in Chhattisgarh. You never released it. Why? You never released the data after spending 4,958 crores of this country in 2011. You never released the data. You're out to waste the resources of this country, nothing else, and exploit the people of this country. You have done nothing. So please, we don't need advisors from you. We don't need lessons from you. We are doing our job. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to come back to you, but I want you to reflect on this question on why there was a reluctance and possible reframing of the debate when it came down to the caste census by the BJP. The Prime Minister, Dr. Alok, in multiple rallies, especially in 2024, and I remember one in Chhattisgarh, where he asserted that the poor have the right to the country's resources and caste should not be bought into it. And we do understand the caste census is only going to happen in terms of the government can finally frame policies on the latest numbers, because we are working blind on numbers that are over 90-year-old. Number one. Number two, you had the BJP President JP Nadda who suggested that it was the Congress's party's demand for a caste census and that could divide the society and community. So there have been multiple, points of views on that. And I'll come back to you. Just hold on to that thought.